Hello everyone, this is Just a Brit here to do a video on Andre. Now I'm going to be doing 4 videos showing them off, and basically at the end of the last of the 4 videos I'll just go and give my thoughts on which of them are better, which one's the worst, which to prioritise getting, and which ones you should probably leave for a little bit. So, first we're going to do Andre. Now, I have to say, Andre is pretty good, right? He's a great defensive toon. He's a great free-to-play payback toon. He works great with other tough traits, and pretty much a solid defense team character. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm saying all this. Well, let's look at his specialists, his adrenaline rush even. Spray and Pray deals 250% damage to up to 5 enemies, so essentially he deals damage to the entire team of enemies. This fighter gets 50 plus bonus HP, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All that is considered with him, seeing as how there's the bonus HP and he deals damage. His signature move is Recovery Shots. Attack one enemy for 300 damage. This fighter recovers from all penalties. Now that is actually fairly good, that he recovers from all penalties, seeing as how you could impair him or put bleed damage on him. He will recover from all of that, but there's some things you need to keep in mind. If you use, say, a trauma weapon on him, then that would mean if he recovered from those penalties, he would take some damage, which isn't what you'd want, right? But that is why you should have a trauma mod, which I'm going to see if I do. No, I do not. That is a bit unfortunate, but I would recommend a trauma mod on him, so you can basically try to prevent him from getting trauma, so he wouldn't take damage from recovering all penalties. Now, as a support character, he gets Cunning. So let's look at it maxed out, because I haven't maxed him out yet. I'm a bit low on certain supplies. Anyway, when attacking or being attacked, 30% less likely to trigger enemy weapon effects and walker effects. So say if you attacked him with a healed stun strong weapon, this decreases the chance of him being stunned, so pretty good. Right, solid start. At the start of each wave, this fighter gets 30% bonus HP. So if he were to use his signature move, turn 2, then he could potentially end up with 80% bonus HP. So pretty good. Then there's Sturdy Advantage. All tough teammates get plus 45% defense, and of course help up when performing payback specialist skill. Revive one teammate with 80% of their max HP. So that is fairly good, especially that Sturdy Advantage and help up. He is a force to be reckoned with. Definitely don't sleep on this toon, especially that he's free to play. So as a weapon, I would recommend something that has improved elusive impair, or at least some level of elusive impair, just so when he's being attacked, he has that chance to cause the elusive and also the impair. So I went for the M4 carbine on him, mainly because it has 1535, which helps other teammates, especially for this team right here. So we have Saint Paddy Priya, obviously great defensive toon, great leader, especially with that all tough teammates get 50% defense, including his 45, that is roughly 95% increase to defense, essentially making your team a brick wall. Now it is true that fast toons are strong against tough, but with Saint Paddy Priya, she has steadfast, or steadfast even. Incoming fast trait damage against this fighter has its multiplier reduced by 40%. So that is really good, because then that would mean they would take less damage from fast toons, which is what you'd want if you're going for one of these trait only teams, right? She also has Molten Gold when this fighter uses their Adrenaline Rush while on a defense team. 100% chance a single enemy gets 20,000 burn damage for one turn. That is actually pretty good. So you could do a bit of damage to them after doing your rush. And of course, deals damage equal to 20% of this fighter's defense to a single enemy. Of course, she has really high defense, so that is really good. She can do a lot of damage, and she can take a lot. That is what you'd want for a defense toon. So for her weapon, I have an elusive impair weapon with 1535. So she can basically help the rest of the team. Then we have good old Peacekeeper. Top tier defense toon, honestly. He is great. Right, he is available in the Gold Mythic Wheel. Same with the rest, apart from Andre being part of Challenge Run. This is an extremely accessible, free-to-play defense team. And I recommend this team very much. Right. But you're probably wondering, what makes Peacekeeper such an absolute beast? Well, he has taunt 3 enemies for 2 turns. All tough teammates get 50% bonus HP. He has normalized resist. And when an enemy dies, this fighter heals for 60% of their max HP. So as you can see, that is pretty good. Of course, with the Vengeance, that makes it even more stronger. So it makes it so if you attack him with a rush, he causes payback. But if you attack him with just basic attacks, then it has a chance to trigger his bide, which can deal a lot of damage depending on how much you dealt to him. So for his weapon, I just kept it the same. You know, the daze when being attacked, 30% chance to daze the enemy for the next turn. And then upgraded tough health, so they will be getting a lot of bonus HP and a lot of HP in general. Vance is a great revive toon. Top tier in my opinion, right? Especially with that weapon, defensive revive. When being attacked, better chance to revive a teammate with 20% of their max HP. Now, I haven't done a fourth weapon effect on him yet. That's because I'm still deciding. Daze is pretty good. I might go for tough HP. Something that basically makes him survive more, which is good. You want him to stay on the field, reviving every single turn, basically, with that defensive revive, or with that is adrenaline rush. course, with him being Outlast, he is more likely to rush, reviving both him and 2 other teammates because he has Halo for his ability. And then we have our good old friend Locke. Honestly, don't sleep on this character. Definitely use him. He is great, right? He does great amount of damage with his adrenaline. He deals infection. That is pretty good. And his abilities are really good as well, including his base weapon. So this is the team. We're going to set it as our friendly defense team, and we're going to test it. We're going to be testing it with my main attack team, which is somewhere here. Let me find it. Here it is. This is the main attack team I use. To sum it up, basically Tara's there for that 80% main, or is it 70? Yeah, 80% main. Then we usually decapitate him with Agent 46. Of course, we have infection from Locke, infection from Mr. Lou, and then we have Kira here to basically give us that good old reliable command. So let's test this team and see how well it is. I'm completely lost. There we are. I am. Where am I? There I am. Right, so let's test this team with our main attack team. So first order of business, we're going to. I'll say we're going to go for the infection. Okay, no, that didn't work. Alright, let me try it again. I accidentally tapped instead of slided. Right. Let's do this correctly this time. So, infection on Peacekeeper. Of course, that triggers his vengeance slightly, but that's alright. We go for an infection on Andre as well, because those two, both being payback tunes, makes them a bit of a pain to deal with. Okay, so Locke is temporarily taken out, but because of that Halo, he's back up. And they taunted Akira. That actually makes it slightly more tough. Of course, he used his signature move, so that recovers that infection. Now, we're going to use Tara's knuckle sandwich on him. Of course, Locke here just blocks it. He does not want Andre to take any damage. Good on him. Alright. Of course, he takes all that damage again from Agent 46. And, Mr. Lou's now taunted, isn't he? Yeah. So, we can see that Peacekeeper's being knocked out. You know, you're probably thinking, oh no, Peacekeeper's out. But we have plenty of revives on this team, so it's unlikely he will be knocked out for long. Over the rainbow from Priya. And now Locke is doing some great damage to us. So let's use infection on these two. And you know what, we'll try 46's adrenaline rush. Adrenaline rush? No, signature move on him. Right. Ooh. Okay, it looks like this either will be a timeout or we might beat them. This is looking to be a timeout, though. Which I am happy for that. That is the one thing I always aim for when making defense teams. For us to time out the enemy. Right. So with 25 seconds left on the clock, this ain't looking likely that we're going to beat this team. So let's do that to Locke. Of course, with that Halo, he's going to be back next turn, which is going to be a major pain for us. And they're all back, practically all back at full HP, apart from Priya and a couple of others. As you can see, it took a lot of damage and it barely done a dent. Barely. So that's the video for today. I personally say out of all the challenge run tunes, Andre is the best for now, unless they make any future ones. But yeah, that should do it for today. Next video, I should say, is going to be on Diamond, which I personally say is the second best. Some say she's just as bad as the other two, but we'll do a video on her and I'll give you my thoughts on her. Anyway, this is Just a Brit speaking, signing out.